Hey there, and welcome back to English Sprout TV. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. Thanks for joining us today.
Emma, I've got a question for you. What is the one grammar topic that almost every English learner struggles with when they start talking about the past?
Oh, that's easy. It's the past tense, but not just any part of the past tense. It's knowing when to say did, when to say was, and when to say were.
Exactly. And you know what? It's totally understandable. These three little words, did, was, were, are everywhere in English. You hear them in every single conversation about the past. But if you use the wrong one, native speakers notice. Not in a bad way, but it just sounds a little off.
Right, so today we're going to fix that. By the end of this episode, you're going to note exactly when to use did, when to use was, and when to use were in real English conversations. No textbook rules, no confusing charts, just natural, everyday English that you can start using today.
And the best part, we're going to show you the most common mistakes learners make with these words, so you never have to make them again. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so before we jump into examples, let's look at the big picture. Emma, can you give us the simplest possible explanation of what did, was, and were actually do?
Sure. So think of English past tense conversations as having two main roads. The first road is for describing things, talking about states, feelings, locations, ages, and descriptions in the past. That road uses was and were.
Right. Was and were are the past tense of the verb to be.
Exactly. So if you want to say where someone was, how someone was, what something was like, or how old someone was, you need was or were.
And the second road?
The second road is for actions, things people did. Eating, walking, watching, talking, traveling, anything that involves an action verb. For that road, we use did.
Perfect. So here's the simplest way to remember it. Was and were equals descriptions, states, locations, feelings. Did equals actions.
And here's where it gets tricky. A lot of learners try to mix them. They say things like, did you was at the party? Or I didn't was happy. And we completely understand why. In many languages, you don't need two different systems like this. But in English, you do.
So today, we're going to walk you through both roads. We'll start with was and were, then move to did, and then we'll show you exactly where people get confused between them. Sound good?
Let's start with was and were.
All right. Emma, tell me about your weekend. Where were you on Saturday?
On Saturday, I was at home for most of the day, but in the evening, I was at a little cafe downtown with a friend.
Nice. So let's break that down. You said I was at home. Why did you use was and not were?
Because I goes with was. It's simple. I was, he was, she was, it was. Those are all singular. One person, one thing.
Got it. And then you said I was at a cafe with a friend. Again, I was. But what if I wanted to talk about you and your friend together? What would I say?
Then you'd say they were at a cafe. Or if you were talking about both of us, you'd say you were at a cafe or we were at a cafe. So you were, we were, they were. Those are plural, more than one person.
Exactly. So let's make this super clear for everyone listening.
Was goes with I, he, she, it. Were goes with you, we, they.
And remember, you is always were. Even if you're talking to one person, you were late. That could be to one friend or to 10 friends. It's always were.
Right. English is weird like that, but it's a good weird. You only have to remember one form for you.
Okay, so let's practice with some real examples. I'm going to say a sentence and you tell me if it should be was or were.
Go for it.
Number 1, she blank very tired yesterday.
She was very tired yesterday. That's a description, how she felt, so it's was.
Number 2, they blank at the concert last night.
They were at the concert. Location, plural subject, were.
Number 3, it blank a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day, singular, describing the day.
Number 4, we blank so happy to see you.
We were so happy, plural. Feeling.
Perfect. So here's what I want everyone to notice. Every time we used was or were, we were not talking about an action. We were talking about a state, a feeling, a location, a description.
Exactly. If you can replace the verb with the word existed or happened to be, then you probably need was or were.
That's a great trick. She was tired equals she existed in a tired state. It sounds funny, but it helps you check.
Now let's look at questions with was and were, because this is where people get nervous.
Good idea. How do you ask someone about their location in the past?
Where were you yesterday? Or where was she this morning?
And how about asking how someone felt?
Was he angry? Or were you okay after the meeting?
Notice something important here. When we ask a question with was or were, we just flip the subject and the verb. We don't need did.
Right. You say, where were you, not where did you be? That doesn't exist in English. You never, ever use did with was or were.
That is so important. Let's say it again. You cannot use did and was were together. They are from different roads, different systems. They don't mix.
So if you ever catch yourself saying, did you was, stop. Rewind, ask yourself, am I talking about an action or am I talking about a state?
If it's a state, drop the did and just use was or were.
Let's give some more question examples so it feels natural.
Sure. Was the movie good?
Were they late?
Was it expensive?
Were we too loud?
All of these are asking about descriptions, states, or locations in the past. No actions, no did.
Beautiful. I think was and were are starting to feel comfortable now. Should we move to did?
Let's do it.
Okay, so did is the past tense helper for actions. When you want to talk about something that happened, something someone did, you use did.
And here's the key thing about did. It already carries the past tense, so the main verb after did stays in the base form. You don't add ed to it.
This is a huge mistake we hear all the time. Learners say, did you went to the store? But that's wrong.
Right, it should be, did you go to the store? The did carries the past, the verb go stays base.
Another example, did she called you? Wrong. It should be, did she call you?
And in negative sentences, it's the same. I didn't went. No, I didn't go. The didn't carries the past. Go stays base.
So the rule is, after did or didn't, always use the base verb. No ed, no past form, just the simple dictionary form of the verb.
Let's practice with some real conversation examples. Emma, ask me about my weekend using did.
Okay, did you do anything fun this weekend?
Yes, I did. I went hiking with some friends.
Great. Notice, did you do, base verb do, and your answer, I went, that's a regular past tense statement without did, because when you answer positively, you don't need did anymore. You just use the past form of the verb.
Exactly. Did is like a helper. It only shows up in questions and negative sentences. In positive sentences, it goes away.
So, question, did you eat breakfast? Negative, no, I didn't eat breakfast. Positive, yes, I ate breakfast.
Notice in the positive answer, we say ate, not did eat. Both are correct technically, but I ate is much more natural in conversation. I did eat is something you say when someone accuses you of skipping a meal. It's emphasis. For normal conversation, just say I ate.
Let's do a quick back and forth practice. I'll ask a question with did and you answer naturally.
Ready.
Did you watch the new series on Netflix?
Yes, I watched 2 episodes last night. It was really good.
Did your brother call you yesterday?
No, he didn't call, but he sent me a message.
Did they enjoy the dinner?
Yes, they loved it. They said the pasta was amazing.
Perfect. Natural, smooth, and every question used did with a base verb. Every answer used the simple past form.
Now, let's look at one more thing with did. WH questions. What did? Where did? When did? Why did? How did?
These are super common. What did you say? Not what did you said.
Where did they go? Not where did they went.
When did she arrive? Not when did she arrived.
Why did he leave early? Base verb leave. How did you learn English? Base verb learn.
So no matter what question word you use, what, where, when, why, how, if you're asking about a past action, you use did plus the base verb.
I think we've got did covered. Now comes the tricky part.
Oh yes, the danger zone, where did and was/were collide.
This is the section where we fix the mistakes that make learners sound unnatural. Emma, what is the #1 mistake you hear?
Easy. Did you was.
Yes. Did you was at the party, or did she was angry, or did they were happy?
All of those are wrong. And again, we know why it happens. In your head, you're thinking, I'm asking about the past, so I need did. But remember our two roads. If you're describing a state, a feeling, or a location, you don't use did, you use was or were.
So let's fix these. Instead of did you was at the party, what should we say?
Were you at the party?
Instead of did she was angry.
Was she angry?
Instead of did they were happy.
Were they happy?
Perfect. Now, the reverse mistake also happens. Sometimes learners use was or were when they should use did.
Like, was you eat breakfast?
Exactly. That should be did you eat breakfast because eating is an action.
Or were she call you? That should be did she call you?
So here's the decision tree we want you to use every time you open your mouth to talk about the past. Ask yourself one question. Am I describing something or am I talking about an action?
If you're describing how someone felt, where someone was, what something was like, how old someone was, use was or were.
If you're talking about an action, eating, going, watching, calling, buying, use did for questions and negatives and use the regular past form for positive statements.
Let's do a quick test. I'll say a sentence and our listeners can decide if it's correct or not.
Great idea. Sentence 1. Did you were at school yesterday?
Wrong. Should be, were you at school yesterday?
Sentence 2. She didn't liked the movie.
Wrong. Should be, she didn't like the movie. Base verb after didn't.
Sentence 3. Was he go to work today? Wait, that doesn't even make sense.
Wrong. Should be, did he go to work today? Or if it's about location, was he at work today?
Sentence 4. They were played soccer.
Wrong. Should be, they played soccer. Or in a question, did they play soccer?
Sentence 5. I was talked to her yesterday.
Wrong. Should be, I talked to her yesterday, or I did talk to her for emphasis.
And sentence 6. Were you tired after the trip?
Correct. Feeling, state, were with you.
Excellent. If you got most of those right, you're already ahead of 80% of learners.
Now, let's put it all together in a real conversation. Alex and I are going to have a natural chat about last weekend, and we want you to listen for did, was, and were. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just notice when we use each one.
Ready? Here we go.
Hey, Alex, how was your weekend?
It was great, thanks. How was yours?
Pretty good. I was pretty busy, actually. Did you do anything special?
Yeah, I did. I went to a little music festival in the park. It was amazing. The weather was perfect and the crowd was so energetic.
Oh, wow. Were there a lot of people?
Yeah, there were. Probably around 5,000. Did you want to go?
I did, but I was too tired. I was working on a project all Saturday, and by Sunday, I was completely exhausted.
Oh no, was the project difficult?
It wasn't difficult, but it was time-consuming. Anyway, did you go alone?
No, I went with my cousin. We were there from noon until midnight. I was exhausted too, but it was totally worth it.
That sounds fun. Did you take any photos?
I did. I'll send them to you. Were you home all weekend then?
Pretty much. I did go out for coffee on Sunday morning, but that was it.
Well, next time there's a festival, we should go together. It was such a good vibe.
I'd love that. I promise I won't be tired next time.
So, did you couch all of them? Let's count. We used was and were for descriptions, states, locations, feelings, and ages in the past. I was, he was, she was, it was.
You were, we were, they were.
Rule number 2. Did is the helper for past actions. Use it in questions and negative sentences, and always, always use the base form of the verb after it.
Rule number 3, never mix did with was or were. They don't go together. Did you was is never correct. Was you did is never correct.
Rule number 4, in positive statements about past actions, drop the did and just use the past form of the verb. I went, she called, they played.
And rule number 5, when in doubt, ask yourself, am I describing something or am I talking about an action? That one question will solve 90% of your past tense problems.
And that's it for today. We really hope this episode made did, was, and were feel a lot less scary.
If it did, please hit that like button and subscribe to English Sprout TV. We make new episodes just like this one every single day to help you speak English with confidence.
And here's your homework. Yes, we give homework. In the comments below, write one question using did, one sentence using was, and one sentence using were. We'll read as many as we can and reply with feedback.
For example, you could write, "Did you watch this video? I was happy to learn this. We were confused before, but not anymore."
We love seeing your comments, and it really helps other learners find this channel too.
Also, if you want the full transcript of this episode and a free practice worksheet with 20 exercises on did, was, and were, check the link in the description below.
Thanks so much for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep growing. You've got this.
This is Emma,
And Alex.
signing off from English Sprout TV. See you in the next episode.